Yo, what is going on everyone, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. And in today's video I want to talk about Alton Towers and if they will turn things round. Now I have done a few videos on this already, a few short videos talking about sort of what's been happening with Towers recently, about ride removals and sort of new rides opening. But I sort of wanted to touch upon it a bit more and add it all into one video. Just to speak about it and to get everyone else's opinions as well, like all you guys who watch the videos, to see basically what you think will happen to Alton Towers in the next few years. So first of all, let's talk about the ride removals. So we did see 3 rides get removed at the end of the 2024 season. I mean, these wasn't like officially confirmed before the park closed. They were just dropped in December 2024. They just dropped this information and said like these 3 rides will not be returning, and they include the Blade, Favleo's Fabulous Fandango, and the Alton Towers Dungeons. So I've sort of included the Dungeons because it is kind of a ride as well. I mean, it has the boat ride, which was obviously originally Charlie and the Chocolate Factory ride. And you see that was another ride there what was removed. There were nothing about the Blades, like to say basically, you know, this ride's closing, get your last rides in, nothing. But we do know the Blade now has been removed from the park, and also Favleo's Fabulous Fandango has also been removed. Now with Favio's, I'm not too like sort of bothered in a way that that one's gone, because it was one of like sort of the temporary flat rides that they brought in, a part of the retro squad. I mean, it wasn't like with the retro squad itself, but obviously it did come in with them. So I would have liked to see like a permanent flat there, and not like a temporary one. So that's why I say I'm not too bothered about it. But the thing that sort of is probably getting me and everyone else is that they're not replacing these rides. Like, they're just getting rid of them, and they're not being replaced with anything. I mean, the Blade has been at the park for some time, so you could probably say, you know, it was at its end of life. But there was like, they could have replaced the Blade with like another flat ride. Like, they could have got another swinging ship. Like, I mean, what we're going to talk about soon about the new flat ride that's opening up this year. Like, sometimes they can do like a deal, like a 3-part deal. So like the park gets free flat rides, and you know they get sort of a discount on it, and that's what I think they should have done. I mean, who knows? They might have done, and it might be just over a period of time. But for what we know at the moment, then that's not happened. If they're moving away from them ride removals, we do know as well the monorail is coming to its end of life. So we don't know what's going to happen with the monorail. I mean, to be honest, they've got to have some sort of transportation from the car park and the hotels to the theme park. Because, I mean, the walk itself is probably like 15 minutes, like 15 sort of 20 minutes, depending on how sort of fast you walk it. And they can't just completely remove the monorail and like not have any transportation. So could we see like a different transportation system going in, or do you think we're going to see some new trains for the monorail? Because I mean, if the track itself is fine, they might just need new trains. So we could see obviously the monorail stay, but yeah, that is what we're also getting as well, that the monorail has come to its end of life. And a lot of questions are going up as well about the Sky Ride, because that has been closed now for 2 years for maintenance. So we could potentially see it opening up this year. I mean, I'd be surprised if we went a whole like 2025 season again, like another whole season without it. I would be surprised, because like I said, it's been closed for 2 years now. So hopefully we will see the Sky Ride return for this season. Fingers crossed anyway, because it is a massive theme park, Alton Towers, and when you walk into each individual areas, you know, it takes some time. And it's not always like sort of the best route to go. Like, I mean, we always cut through the gardens and stuff like that, but obviously not everyone wants to do that. So it will be good to get the Sky Ride back, and hopefully it will return this year at the start of the 2025 season. So with all these ride removals and sort of these attractions coming to their end of life at Alton Towers, it does make you question, will they turn things around? And now this is where I want to speak about them possibly turning things around, because I mean, we have heard of a few things coming in the next few years at Alton Towers. I mean, let's just start with the new flat ride, what's opening up this year in Forbidden Valley. Now, we've got no name for this. It was just Submit to the Spin, what was released at the end of the season last year. At the end of the fireworks as well, actually, they put a video in there, which was nice, a little teaser video with its slogan, Submit to the Spin. And we do know that is going to be Phalanx themed, going with the theme of Nemesis in the Forbidden Valley. So yes, very exciting that we are getting a flat ride. I mean, to be honest, it's been 20 years since Alton Towers saw a permanent flat. So it's about time, because, I mean, Submission in the X Sector and Enterprise, like, they were permanent flats, and them two have both been removed now from the X Sector. So that's what I mean with these rides just getting like removed and not getting replaced. But like I said, it's good that we're seeing one finally go back in. And yes, the return of Ripsaw, which is well long overdue. We was needing a permanent flat ride for so long now. It's been 20 years. It's good to see we're getting one. I did touch up on this in a recent video about a new roller coaster going into CBeebies Land, which will be replacing Postman Pat's Parcel Post. Now, the planning permission has gone in yet, so it's not like 100% confirmed. But obviously, if the planning permission does go ahead, then we will see a new junior coaster in CBeebies Land. Now, the last thing I want to touch upon is Project Horizon. Now, this project was revealed to us like 2 years ago now, and has sort of been brushed under the carpet and all gone quiet. But what we do know is the planning permission did go ahead. So they have actually accepted the planning permission for Project Horizon. So this is still very much going ahead. And this would be a major indoor roller coaster attraction at the park. And the building, like this huge show building, what they're going to build, is going to be the biggest on site. And it's going to be sort of located just behind the back of the world of David Walliams. And then Project Horizon would be SW9, so the major next big attraction for Alton Towers. So with all that being said, I do think Alton Towers will eventually turn things around, but I think we're going to see it over like a few years, like a longer period of time, and not something that we're going to see sort of all at once. Let me know what all your thoughts are on this. I would love to hear what you all think about all these things happening at Alton Towers at the moment. But as always, if you did all enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.